everybody. Very welcome at Propagate 2022. And today we are, as I'm dressed up like a Sigg-Plant member, an employee, we are very welcome at the facility of Sigg-Plant, the grafting area, where we will have a look at all the investments and all the machinery that they have, trying to make things progress a lot. And so we will have a look how all these things are done in the next video. And then later on, we'll have an interview with Mr. Tommy Sigg himself about his expectations and his wishes and his brightful look at the future. Have a lot of fun and enjoy it, and we'll talk later. See ya.
Tell us about Sigg-Plant.
Sigg-Plant is a family company started with my father in 1955. He was just 16 years old when he built the first greenhouse. I'm sitting here today with a little bit more square meters.
Why did you choose for a closed indoor environment?
The reason why it's an indoor facility is that we try to keep the same quality on the cucumber the first 12 days and the first 3 weeks of tomatoes, even if it can be 30 degrees plus outside as it's today, or in the midwinter we can have minus 30. And it's very important for the trust development of the tomato that the first weeks of temperature are equal.
Uniformity is important for your clients?
Uniformity all over the year, but also when we have a lot of customers with artificial lights, it's very important if they get the cucumber plants 2-3 days too late or too small, that the turnover can be bigger than the plant cost just 3 days if you have a very expensive period of production.
What has been your experience so far?
We have been here since we started up in 2020, but we can say 1 full year when everything working 100%, and we are very satisfied what Flair have done here together with Bosman Van Saal. It's a lot of new technique and then a lot of new learning. We still learn, of course, you learn your full life. If you think you can do everything, then you are wrong.
What were the main problems when you started?
Yeah, there is also always some mechanical problems when you start up a project like this. It was a lot of new things. We made new trays, new cranes, new software, but to get everything working together. But today we are happy what we do.
What is the advantage of sowing cucumber in plugs?
Reason why we do it in plug is we sort out already 5% when we transplant in the blocks, in the 10 by 10 or 10-15 blocks. So then we already have sorted out all non-germinated or lately germinated and uneven plants. So we are transplanting only good quality, if we say that. And that saves space. And today, space is money, because energy prices are both in Scandinavia and in Holland is rising, as everybody know here today.
What is the advantage for tomatoes?
Yeah, here is also in the system now we are cooperating also with Emprise and Agrivare and ISAL. So in the future we will have better statistics, so we do the correct amounts for every variety, and that's an important thing to follow up every variety. Seeds is going more expensive, square meter going more expensive, so every plant raiser have to look for the costs.
What would be the next step in automation?
We always look for future things. Every plant raiser wants a grafting robot. That's different solutions on the market, but we developed now very good condition for our grafting women and also boys that do that. So I think we will not have a grafting robot within 5-10 years. We will do it manual. But I think a lot of calculations to see what we are doing with the grading, what we are doing with the Secuso sewing machine, to use statistic more. That's what we will work a lot with the next year or years, together with Indigo, ISAL, Agrivare from Emprise.
Why do you grow your plants on gutters lying on tables?
Yeah, historical. We had tables, and why not to use it? Because with the technique we have today, we have mobile tables, so we can use the square meters very good. That's one of the reasons, and then you can control the irrigation per table. You can easier control the climate. You can have an empty zone. You can move plants between the zones. So energy-wise and square meter, to use square meter effective, that's a good solution.
What is the advantage of growing on tables?
When you look on the root system, you can see it's very important that you have the airflow through the plants, so you get a better airflow. If you grow on the floor, you don't have airflow through the tables.
How many spacings do you have?
We start with blocks are connected to each other. They are really full tables, and then we have 4 different spaces before we deliver. So a cucumber can stay only 3-4 days on each space. And that's why we use robots for the spacing. We cannot space every 3-4 days if you do it manual, but the robots do it for us.
Is it important to have compact plants?
Internodes are compact, as you can see from the plants, and that are what the grower are asking for. And a lot of the plants go for artificial light, but also to, if you say, normal growers without lights. And it's a good startup to have a compact plant. It will stretch in the future.
Why don't you use gummy rings for cucumbers?
Normally, you can see it here, we stick it very late at this size. They do it today here around. So then you don't need to have the gummy ring. If the customer asks for it, we make a clip, a plastic clip, but then they pay for it. But normally we stick so late, so we don't have to do. Maybe in the future, when some of the companies make robots doing it, we will also do it.